All right, guys. So this year here for Fastest in America, I thought it was going to be just like last year. I put a team together. Right after they aired in January, COVID hit. Things got crazy, but somehow they pulled it off so we could film this show. They told us we'd have to come to Wyoming, so I put a team together. We ended up going out there. I ended up going ahead of the team. So, I'm not going to go into all of the basics and all of the behind the scenes or whatever, but the night before, what y'all seen on TV. I came on set that night, and when I came on set, it just, my wife, she was nagging in my ear like women do. She was like, something may be wrong, something's just not right, whatever. And, just like being me, I said, you know what, I think it's all right. But, in the back of her mind, she already felt a bad energy. So we were sitting there, and one of the producers come to me. And if you don't, some of y'all don't know what a producer is, that's the person that, basically makes the show happen. Comes to me and he says, all right, Block, this isn't your episode tonight. So, if you just be a little quiet, if I need you to turn it up, if I need you to get loud, I'll just let you know and you do what you got to do. That's normal. They do that all the time. So I said, you know what? No problem. So I looked at the wife. I said, he said, just don't get crazy. I said, and we'll just go ahead and continue on to filming. Not 2 seconds later, JJ walks by me. JJ says, what's wrong, Block? Hollywood told you to be quiet. Nobody tells me to be quiet. I'm looking at this man like, what the fuck is his problem? I ain't even said nothing to him. The producer just came to me, told me to tone it down. Now this man antagonized me like he want to start something. Where did that come from? So I looked at the wife. I'm like, what should I do? She said, just don't let it bother you. Let's have a good night of filming. So after that, we just continued. I can't remember what pairing that was, but it was the pairing before Cali and Texas. So we're sitting there. We finished that night, and as normal per that before up until that night, JJ and his crew roll out. They roll out after the pairing was done. So leave it up to me. I was like, shit. I know a lot of y'all seen, I flagged a lot of races, especially the grudge races, this year on Fastest in America. So a lot of those races came from this night I'm speaking about. I flagged a lot of the races. So when he left that night, I took it upon myself. I'm like, hey, we gonna get some damn TV time. We gonna flag the races. So I become the race master that night and put all the races together and flag the races. Not thinking nothing about it. I'm just trying to get TV time, man. You got to realize I've only been doing this 1 year. 1 year. And we put together Block Nation in 1 year because you can't not recognize me. You understand what I'm saying? And I think I make good TV. Some of y'all don't like me, but hey, everybody didn't like Jesus either. So I flagged all the races that night for the grudge racing. Not thinking nothing of it, whatever. So once they left, we go home, we go back, we come back the next day. The next day is Texas versus Cali. Now, as they showed it on TV, they showed the fight. They showed the fight in Grudge Night. But the fight didn't happen after the pairing. The fight happened before. So we're sitting there, and I'm just like, what is going on? I heard some arguing and stuff up front, and I seen Boogie up front with Bodie and JJ. So my team lead, I walk up, and if you watch, I sat back for a second, didn't say nothing. And they were, as a team leader, I was like, I'm gonna just sit back and listen. If it needs me, then I'll step in. So they were talking about basically teaming up to run Boogie, and at the time there was no bad blood between me and Boogie. So as the team leader, I said, when they started, I stepped in to help my team member. You understand what I'm saying? And so we were just arguing back and forth. Really wasn't arguing about nothing. We're making TV. It happens all the time. And as we're doing that, the Texas group, if this was the argument right here, the Texas group was probably about 20 yards that way. Maybe the Cali group was over that way. So everybody was up front. the arguing to me didn't seem that important. You know what I mean? It's just making TV rah, rah, rah so they can have something to put on TV. Y'all know when I raise hell, I'm ready. You know, look at the past episodes when I raised hell. If I raised hell, I'm ready to get down, win, lose, or draw. So we're arguing. The next thing I said was, I turned. So if the group is here where this picture is, and I'm facing them, I turned that way. And when I turned that way, I said, JJ said, your motor, you don't have any oil pressure. I turned that way and I said, either, bitch, your motor's in the back of your truck, or your motor's in the back of your truck, bitch. Not, you know, I mean, just, it's talking. And before I could turn back in, I wasn't even facing JJ. JJ punches me right here. Bang! But guess what? I didn't fall. Listening to some of the people talking on set, you know, they said, boy, Block, you was getting the best of them. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. JJ sucker punched me. All right, now here that opens up a whole can of worms. Damn, JJ, why he sucker punched me? They didn't have no problem showing when that boy punched the other guy. But why didn't they show JJ sucker punching me? Because it makes him look like a coward. Makes him look like a nutless hack. Because he didn't fight me straight on. He sucker punched me. But that's not the bad part. That's not the bad part. So when he sucker punched me, I didn't go down. I start swinging. The next thing I know, I'm on the ground. When I ended up on the ground, Doughboy, big stink Sully Boo ass, done tackled me from the back. And then when I went down, the girls, I don't even know which one did what, but the girls were kicking me in the face. So when you seen the black eyes, that did not come from JJ. JJ did not give me the black eyes. I was jumped. I was gang. It was 5-on-1. So for all of y'all people that condone that kind of stuff, y'all go ahead. But y'all should know the truth. JJ did not do nothing. This mother slap mayonnaise on bread, much less slap Block Motorsports. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get that straight right now. He did nothing but hit me right here. And when I was tackled and I was jumped, it was 5-on-1. Nobody helped me. Nobody. They you know, people said, oh, it was bad, man, if you were down one more minute. Then why didn't you help me? I could have lost my life out there. But you know, all of that is bad enough. But that's not the bad part. The bad part is that Pilgrim and Discovery played this bullshit ass fight scene that don't show nothing. They played a bullshit ass fight scene that just show nothing. You hear a little bit of yelling, but it don't show nothing. And I done had to watch this and endure this for months, and these people running their mouth and trying to scandalize my name. But let me tell you something, you ain't gonna scandalize me. They didn't show nothing because it would make him look like a coward. It would make him look like a punk. Rumor says I call his mama. I'm here to tell you I did not do that. I don't get down like that. If I got a problem with a man, I'm going to talk to the man. I ain't going to bring his woman into it. So for him to lie, to try to make himself look better for what he did, is already even worse. He had to lie to say some bullshit, but that's the common story. Every time JJ getting something, because I was on set one night, and he punched the guy, knocked the guy on the ground. And that was the same thing I heard then. Or he said something about Trisha. You know? And there was the other guy before me, Chad Larkin, tried to sue him, couldn't get nothing done. But what was their fight about? And it wasn't fair. So enough is enough. So now you know, JJ did not fight me fair on. He sucker punched me. He sucker punched me. And all the damage was from the boots on the ground. If you watch the video, Chelsea had boots on. She was kicking me in my damn face. And if you continue to watch, going forward, so the drivers meeting that night when we picked Black Sheep Mafia, nothing had been said between the two of us. I should have left that night. I should have had him locked up that night. But I did what I thought was good for the rest of the team. The police already told me that night when that incident happened, They said, Block, we can shut this down. We can lock JJ up. We can stop filming right now. But I said, you know what? A lot of people done come a long ways to do this race. My team came a long ways to do this race. And I'm not going to shut this down. I'm going to look out for everybody else. Well, hindsight's 2020. Ever since this has happened, I ain't seen nobody get and make a video and say, you know what, Block is right. JJ did a coward thing and sucker punched him. I have broken nose. My nose was on the side of my face. Black eyes, bruises on the side of my face. Both of my eyes were black because they kicked me. Not because of what JJ did. Because the girls kicked me. But that's okay. Because people condone stuff like that. Let me tell you something. I didn't kiss no ass to get on no TV show. And I ain't kissing no to stay on no TV show. I refuse. When I came on that show and I became a star, it was because I was who I was. And I didn't take no shit. And I stood for what I believe in. You got to stand for something or you fall for anything. Legally, there's nothing going to happen. Yes, I had some attorneys and I tried to sue. But when you go on that show, you sign a release. I didn't know I was signing a release to get myself killed other than driving, but that's how it goes. So you know that's a lesson I learned. At the end of the day, I have to live with people that realize this TV show, that the words he said, oh, I had to teach Bark a lesson and his bullcrap. You didn't teach me nothing, motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get that straight right now. You didn't teach me nothing. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. You know, you went on there with your pilgrim and they stand behind you with your narrative to say what you want to say and it's okay. You can lie and they going to make it okay. They going to say fuck Block because you JJ, so fuck Block. We'll let him be the fall guy because you fucked up JJ, and Discovery and Pilgrim going to make it okay. You know, it's funny, you got mad because I called you a bitch. That's what you told, or you said I called your mama a bitch, or you said I called your daughter a bitch. But here's the fact of the situation. If you got so mad about the bitch word, but you did a bitch move by sucker punching me, because you know you couldn't stand toe-to-toe with me. You couldn't stand with me face-to-face. And that's what I'm talking about right now. So what I've come up with, I'm calling you out, boy. I'm calling you out. I want you 12 rounds in the ring, boxing glove, with a referee. I want you. And the reason I want you, because you can't lie. You won't be able to lie, and you won't be able to take this ass cut and I'm going to put on you. 12 rounds in the ring, boxing gloves. Discovery, Pilgrim cannot save you from this ass cutting I'm going to put on you. And I don't want to hear you too busy, because I ain't talking about doing it tomorrow. We can do it July, Independence Day weekend, July 4th. That give you enough time to get your schedule together. If you think you're the man that you told America, you told internationally that you are, and we doing it live. The fight will be live. If it gotta be pay-per-view, it'll be pay-per-view. Ain't no editing in this. Ain't nobody gonna write no story and make it how they want to see. Me and you gonna step in the ring, man to man, and see who. Let's see if them lies you told America you had to set Block straight. Let's see if you could set me straight without your people jumping me. Cause you ain't never fought nobody one-on-one. But I'm gonna tell you, what you did to that boy Chad and the other people you done sucker punch, and I don't want you to do it. Let's see if you could do it to me, boy. One-on-one with nobody to help you. Ain't nothing else to talk about. I'm not playing, and I've been holding this back for a long time. You sitting there been getting away with this. And these people edit this stuff to make you look good. But let's see if they can make you look good when I put this ass on you. And I'm serious about that. So now y'all heard it first. JJ sucker punched me like a coward. He sucker punched me like a coward. And y'all heard it here first. And if you could get anybody who was on set that night to tell the truth, a couple of them did, but they moonwalk and change their story. I was sucker punching game. Or just tell them to show you the real footage. Tell them to show you the real footage where you can actually see what happened. But they won't do that because they make their golden child look bad. I used to love filming Street Outlaws. Used to love it. It made me a superstar. But I come to a point I realize I don't need them to be a superstar because I'm a superstar without them. But you understand what I'm saying? I want him in the ring. And if he don't answer the call, he ain't nothing but a coward. He's nothing but the coward and nutless hack that I thought he was to start with. It wasn't always like this between me and him, but that's where it's at now. And you know, some people gonna say, well, why don't y'all settle it in the road? Why don't y'all settle it with y'all what came to do in the road? It left racing in the road when he put his hands on me. Once he put his hands on me, the racing part's over. So now, it's time to get busy. Tell your people, my people, I say somewhere around July, let's get busy, let's get it in the ring. 12 rounds. We doing it just like they do any other boxing match. I done talked with Donald Long, one of the biggest promoters. He said he'll lend a hand to make it happen. And I'm sure y'all got enough connections, Discovery and Pilgrim, y'all can make it happen. But y'all might not want to do it because I'll make that boy look soft. I'll do something bad to him. Mighty disrespectful. I'm serious about that. But it's the talk is over. I don't want to hear nothing else but let's get busy and let's get in the ring. That's all I want to hear. I ain't got nothing else to say and there's nothing else to talk about.